Happy 4th of July!
Hello everyone, Tunybird2468 here. So a few weeks ago, Sega released a trailer for the upcoming Sonic Racing Crossworlds, except this one is a bit special as it was seemingly shown during this year's Nickelodeon's Kids' Choice Awards. And in the trailer, we see that a certain absorbent and yellow fry cook was shown to be racing with Sonic along with his pink friend. That's right everyone, Spongebob and Patrick are going to be playable in Sonic Racing Crossworlds through the Season Pass along with Steve, Alex, and the Creeper from Minecraft. And while it is cool seeing SpongeBob and Patrick as racers in this game, on top of also getting an entire track themed to the show they came from, when watching the trailer, there was one thing I noticed, that being the voice acting, or lack thereof. From what I saw, it didn't seem like SpongeBob and Patrick had any voice lines. Throughout the trailer, I noticed that they were completely dead silent compared to the Sonic characters who were clearly more talkative compared to them. And don't think this is the first time we saw SpongeBob in this game, because for those unaware, footage of him was leaked online prior to the official reveal, in which he was still silent there. I was rather skeptical as I continued watching. Adding on to that skepticism was the end of the trailer, where they revealed that characters from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Avatar were coming soon to Crossworlds as playable characters, even though we already knew that through leaks. In which before that, we were greeted by a SpongeBob time card, and, you know what? I'm going to show you the time card and I'll tell you what's wrong.
Sometime later.
Did you notice it? No? Well, allow me to tell you what's wrong. The French narrator, who usually narrates these time cards, does not sound like the French narrator. In case you don't know, the French narrator is usually voiced by Tom Kenny, who is also the voice of SpongeBob himself. For comparison, here's a clip from the Plankton movie that came out earlier this year.
Follow me to the bottom of the sea, to a world that is truly magnifique, full of wonderful inhabitants like Monsieur SpongeBob SquarePants, in a land that is, how do you say, subaquatique.
And now back to the trailer.
Sometime later.
See the difference? Yeah, I'm not all that thrilled at what I'm hearing here. To me, it doesn't sound like the French narrator. It sounds like somebody doing an impression of the French narrator. And going back to SpongeBob and Patrick, like I said before, it doesn't seem like they have any dialogue while the Sonic characters do. And the same goes for the other non-Sonic characters joining the roster. Though in the case of Hatsune Miku, we do hear a snippet of her voice. Also, in the case of the Minecraft characters, I can give them a pass since they don't really speak in-game. Well, I guess with the exception of the Creeper. But regardless, by examining the footage we have of them in-game, they don't have any voices. My guess is that perhaps their voice actors didn't record their lines yet, or Sega didn't contact any of the voice actors to return to voice their characters. But still, I'm really skeptical on whether or not they'll all have voice acting, especially with the Nickelodeon characters like SpongeBob and Patrick. They are some rather talkative characters, and seeing them completely silent while the Sonic characters are able to speak makes me really skeptical about their appearance in-game. In fact, it sort of reminds me of a similar situation with the first Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl game, where at launch all the playable characters had no dialogue and they all wouldn't be able to speak until half a year later when the developers added voice acting in one of the patches made to the game. I really hope this issue is fixed as we see more from the game, but so far I'm not too pleased about what I'm seeing here. But aside from that, I am still a bit excited for the game. Though while we're on the subject of Nickelodeon, there is also Nicktoons and the Dice of Destiny coming out later this year, which I'm even more excited about. Anyway, that's gonna cover it for now. What do you think about all of this? What are your thoughts on all the stuff regarding Sonic Racing Crossworld and the lack of voice acting for the non-Sonic characters? Comment down below and let me know. As always, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I've been Tunybird2468, keep smiling, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye!